You know what? I can DIY that. Hi everyone, I'm Alli and welcome to my channel. I told you I'd be back in April and here I am posting on the first Saturday of April. I am super excited about the videos I have planned for the next couple weeks, but I'm even more excited for the video I'm bringing you today. This one is going to be super special because I'm introducing a brand new series on my channel called I Can DIY That. What I'm going to be doing for this series is taking trendy items and DIYing them for as cheap as I possibly can. And to make today extra special, I've added on a little twist. This is going to be a $10 DIY challenge. That's right, I only have $10 I can spend to recreate this Anthropologie hanging planter. So let's see if I can DIY on a $10 budget. The first thing I need to do is break down what I need for this hanging planter. So of course I'll need a rope to hang it, and then obviously I'm going to need some sort of container to plant it in, and since it's unlikely to find it in copper, I'll need to get some spray paint. And then I'll need some leather or material for the straps that hold the planter. And I'm not going to include the plant in this $10 challenge because it's not included if you buy the planter from Anthropologie. My first stop was Dollar Tree because, you know, everything for $1. I was able to find two options in the gardening section. This pack of 3 bell-shaped flower pots, and then these pots that had a good place to line up the straps on the holder, but was missing that distinct shape of the anthro planter. In the end, I decided to go with the bell-shaped pot, so that came to a total of $1. Next, I went to Hobby Lobby where I was able to find a can of metallic copper spray paint for $5.99, but with a 40% off coupon, I was able to get it for $3.59. And my last stop was Joann Fabrics. I was able to find a perfect match for the rope, which I bought 2.5 yards of. Then I began the search for something to make the straps. Some of my initial finds were too expensive. But in the clearance fabric, I came across this camel-toned faux suede, which I loved because it's not using real leather, and I bought about 1/8 of a yard of this material. I also picked up some white embroidery floss, and the total cost of this purchase was $6.63, but with 2 coupons, it came to a total of $4.31. So that means the total I'm spending on this project is $9.18. The first thing to do is spray paint the flower pot copper. I applied 2 coats of the paint following the instructions on the can for dry time. And honestly, I'm so impressed with how cool and metallic this spray paint looks. Next, I took the faux suede and marked the material so each strip would be 1.5 inches wide. I did this 3 times to make 3 strips, then I cut them out. I made sure there was plenty of extra length on the strips, just to be safe. Now I'm going to fold the material in to create clean edges. I just used hot glue to do this, and didn't care too much about aligning the material perfectly in the middle since you won't really see it, and I did that to all 3 strips. After that, I folded 2 of the strips, which I guess we can now call straps, in half and marked the middle, then glued them together in a cross shape. I decided I was going to permanently attach the straps to the planter, so I put glue on the bottom of the pot and attached the cross straps. And now I'm going to glue the straps so they fit smoothly to the surface of the flower pot. Then I trimmed the excess straps at about 1 3/4 inches. Next, I attached the 3rd strap near the top of the pot with hot glue on each of the vertical straps. After that, I took my 2.5 yards of rope and cut it in half, making 2 pieces of 1 1/4 yards of rope. And a little hack is you can take some tape around the rope to prevent fraying while you're working with it. Then I went around each strap and put a mark at 1/4 inch. Then carefully cut out a tiny slit and used a pencil to widen the opening for the rope to go through. Obviously, there are way better ways to do this, but this seemed to be quick and easy and sticking to my $10 budget, of course. Then insert your rope, making sure to insert it on the outside of the strap, Then take the other end of rope to the strap directly across from it, not adjacent to it, and do this with the other piece of rope too. Next, I used some hot glue to secure the ends of the rope. I just guesstimated on the amount of length I folded over. And since that doesn't look too good, I wrapped the folded rope with embroidery floss. And a little tip, I found it's easier if you pass the floss between your hands as you wrap it around to prevent it getting tangled around your rope. And I think this just makes the end of the rope look so much more finished. For the top of the rope, I found the middle and secured a loop with some tape. Then I wrapped that in embroidery floss too. So we're nearly done, we just have to make the tassel. I took a scrap of the suede and marked it at 2 inches down and cut that out. I also cut out a thin strip that will be used to attach the tassel. Then I marked the suede again at 3/4 an inch and began cutting strips to that line to make the fringe of the tassel. I just stopped cutting when I decided the tassel was big enough. I used hot glue to add the strip in a loop that will be used to attach the tassel, did that make any sense at all, and rolled the whole thing up. And since there's a copper bead on the Anthro planter, I actually just spray painted a piece of painter's tape because it was nice and flexible, but I feel like you could use a piece of paper or bendy plastic or even some sort of flexible cardstock. And even though I used tape for mine, I used hot glue to secure it. Lastly, I put a tiny dot of hot glue on the bottom of the planter and used a pencil to help me hold the tassel in place until it cooled. And now it's time to show off my Anthro dupe. So guys, how do you think I did? Personally, I think I did a pretty good job for only having $10 to spend. I also want some feedback from you guys. If you think I should continue this series, give it a thumbs up. Also, you can reach out to me on all my social media handles with any ideas or items that you want to see me DIY in this series in the future. Like I said, I've brought my channel back. That means I have a whole lineup of videos coming your way in the next couple of weeks, so to make sure you don't miss them, hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, and that's all I have for you in this video. See you in my next one. Bye!